Turnovers with Blitz Puff Pastry by baker and chef. Using a peeler, peel the apples and place them into a bowl of lemon water using 1/4 of the lemon of the recipe. Quarter them and slice off the core. Drain them into a colander and continue to dice the apples. A medium dice is more than sufficient. Now add your sugar, your brown sugar, your melted butter, and your cornstarch. If you find that your cornstarch didn't absorb all the liquid that was on the all in the bowl, feel free to add another 5 grams of cornstarch. Sometimes some apples release more water than others. Finally, add your cinnamon. Now, I love cinnamon and cinnamon loves me, so I put a generous amount in there, and of course my lemon zest. Now, dust your work table with some flour. Begin to stretch the dough little by little at a time and try to make a perfect rectangle. Take your time so not to tear or overstretch the dough. Keep in mind the thickness is always the same. Now, also keep in the back of your mind that you are going to be making 5-inch squares. So once you make that measurement, roll it out a perfect rectangle, and if you find that you have extra pieces that are not perfect, trim off the edges, keep straight lines, so then when we measure to cut each square, they are perfect 5-inch squares. Now that we've done this, we're gonna put them on a tray. We're gonna separate them, add our filling. Notice I kept the edges very clean because we're going to put our egg wash there. So I used 1 egg and a little splash of water and I mixed it together, and I'm going to egg wash 2 sides of the 4 sides. This way when I fold it over and I crimp it, it will seal or adhere. Some people use water and that's fine. Just make sure that you press a little harder when you're folding them over. Notice once again that my edges are all clean, that no liquid is spilling anywhere. So when I fold it over, I have nice clean seams. Now, right now it looks a little messy because I'm just pinching to make sure that it's adhering. Once I do that with my little tool there, I clean up the edges, make straight edges. So then when I come back with the fork and I squish it down the old traditional way, it looks nice and clean. Now, when you become a better pastry chef, you can use your fingers and make other designs, but in the beginning, learn how to do it the old-fashioned way, and this way you understand the dough. After a generous amount of egg wash all over, make sure you get every little side, and then lightly dust it with some sugar. In a commercial bakery, you would put coarse sugar. After this, we're going to put them on our baking sheet, a lined baking sheet with parchment paper, and using our scissors, we're just going to cut a little hole in the top. Just a little easy tool to do at home. In a restaurant, you would use a knife. Here, we put them in our oven for 395 for approximately 35 minutes, turning them every 15 minutes, and there you have a perfect apple turnover using your Blitz Puff Pastry dough. I hope you enjoy yours. Talk to you next time, baker and chef.